What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Danny, aka Puerto Rican Face Mendoza, in the motherfucking building, stealing your children, motherfucking getting in it, don't care, always trying to win it, motherfucking ready, always straight, never sinning, always grinning. What's good, everybody? So check this out. I had something I wanted to talk about. This next video is about hoarding trades. You guys want to know what that shit means? Hoarding trades. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. I think it's cool to have a little personal binder and build up, some little shit the shit that you don't want to trade. OT Tsukuyomis, OT Thunder King, fucking OT Veilers. You have your little personal shit, but when you have your deck, then you have another deck, then you have another deck, and then you have another deck, and somebody needs that extra card, it's fucking ridiculous, dude. The reason why I say it's ridiculous is because if you have millions of decks, why are you not trying to help other people complete their shit, and I guess some people just trade for no fucking reason. You're like, dude, you're gonna trade for this now, and then you're gonna break the deck apart, and you're gonna make me trade it for nothing. Don't trade it to them. Trade it to the people that want to play. Let's see, for example, if somebody's trying to get 6 Sam shit off you, but your shit is all nice, and you like it, and you don't want to trade it, then, but if that person's going to play the 6 Sam deck and you're not, trade it off and get the shit you need for your deck. I'm sick and tired of fucking going to tournaments and motherfuckers got 3 101s and they don't want to trade them. Or motherfuckers is holding 2 or 3 Extinction Knights and they don't want to trade them. Also, man, learn how to fucking trade. Now, what I mean by that is you're not going to always get fucking, a $60 card for a $60 card. I hate when people do that. They're like, oh, dude, I'm holding it just in case. Well, a lot of the times, if I have an Extinction Knight that I just pulled and I don't need it, I look through people's binders and I pull out 60, maybe go up to $70. Reason why I'll do that is because if I'm gonna trade down when my shit is up, then I'm gonna want at least some kind of compensation for that. And I think everybody can understand that. You know what I mean? That's just a part of the game. It's just a part of. I think it's a part of being courteous. I'm helping you out. You help me out. What I'm gonna do with that extra $10 card that I scoop up off the trade is I'm gonna try to get something that's equally good, or just expand my trades. Now, in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, I swear to everything, there's never a time where I trade a $50 card to somebody who needs it for their deck, and that person's not happy. That person's so happy that they come back, and try to trade you again. This is a part of the game. People like that shit, man. It's what's that fucking saying? You scratch my back, I scratch yours. Fucking something about the cat's eye. I don't know. But my whole thing about this is that, you help somebody out, they're going to help you out. If your next door neighbor needs you to lift their packages upstairs, he's going to want to help you the next day. It's just common fucking decency. I fucking get tired of it. And I know mad people are tired of it because it's ridiculous. I have so many of my friends, my teammates, and some of the people that go to the tournaments with me that are like, man, that dude's a fucking dick, man. He never fucking trades shit. I was like, and you know what? Let him keep being a dick. Because I guarantee you when he needs something, he's going to get treated like shit. And people are not going to help his ass. And I've been down that road, man. I used to burn a couple bridges. Now I'm like the motherfucking bridges in Madison County, and I'm trying to fucking build these motherfuckers now. I want this shit to be all fucking I want to be able to fucking go here, go there, go wherever the hell I want. You know, I feel like every friendship is important, and if you give respect, people respect you. You know, so all I'm trying to say is like, you know, really when you're trading, consider why you're doing it. Consider how you got the card. That's one thing, and don't act like everybody can't act like one time or another they didn't scoop up a $40 card for $5 in a trade, and then your boy comes and says, I need this card badly, and then you're trying to get $40 off him. First off, that's your friend. Second of all, you only traded the card away for $5. That's why that's why I sell cards for $25. People are like, damn dude, how come you hooking me up like that? I was like, because I only gave away a $5 card. I don't necessarily say that, but I'm just saying that when that does happen, you know, I don't care. I'm like, because it didn't take me a lot to get it in the first place. Now, if I paid $60 for Excidion night, guarantee you I'm trying to get 50 something or equal to the amount. You know? And then if you're trading a $60 card, getting $70 trade value for it, something that's really hard to get, is totally understandable in a sense. But if somebody's giving you equal stuff, then you don't necessarily have to freaking try to get more shit from them. You know? I'm telling you, I could make a 30-minute video about how you should trade. But, you know, it's not possible. I don't want to do it. I'm just saying to you, stop shigging, and people won't shig you. Now, I don't know if that makes sense to you, because it makes sense to me. Because, you know, the shig language is important. But shigging, just to break it down, is involuntary movements and also random outbursts that don't need to be said, and doing the incorrect thing. So that's the definition of shigging. There's a lot of definitions for it, but you know, it is important. So to sum all that up as much as possible, stop fucking trading like a dick. And I hope that if you do trade like a dick, that one day it comes back to you when you need something, that you get treated like a dick. Now let me tell you a fine example of something that happened on Saturday that made me salty. Okay? This kid came up to my good friend Mike, who that if I had an Excidion night, I would try to give it to him for free if it was extra, even though he won't let me do it, because that's just how he is. He never lets you fucking do anything without trying to get some compensation for it, which makes him a good friend, so that's cool. But this kid had an Excidion night. He comes up to Mike and he says, Mike, I'm trying to sell this card for $55. Somebody's going to pay $55. So Mike was like, I'll do $60 for it, to try to get it, because he wanted the Excidion night. Then the kid came back to him and said, I will do a Barkion and $60. Now, let's rewind that whole sequence for one more second and pretend that there's some kind of rewind button on this. Or you rewind it and you go back to what I just said. But Mike, the kid came up to Mike, told him that he was selling the card for $55. Mike said he would give him $60 so that way Mike could buy it. Then the kid came back and said $60 plus a Barkion. Now, to me, if you heard me right, that ain't correct. He fucking basically ripped Mike. And Mike knows this because that's my boy. He knows. And I told the kid to his face, I said, what are you doing? You're ripping him. That's my friend. You're being a douche. And he's like, well, do we have a deal, Mike? And Mike's like, whatever. Fine. Barkion and $60. So he got the Excidion night when the kid offered it to somebody else for $55. His name is fucking Kyle. I don't know his last name. He had a black eye. I'm pretty sure he fucking deserved it. I'm just saying. I'm sure he fucking did some fucked up shit where he got punched in the face. And it looked like it wasn't just like, you know how you get japped in the face one time because you're fighting somebody? No, they japped him. And Jap is another word for not Japanese, because I ain't trying to be racist or nothing. I'm talking old school Jap you in the mouth, motherfucker, type Jap shit. Like we used to call punches, I'll Jap you, nigga. Alright, so I'm just saying, it was like, he got punched in the face. When he fell, they kicked him a couple times, punched in the face. So all I'm saying is like, don't be a douchebag. Remember that you do something, somebody will remember, and trade correctly, man. I'm telling you, it goes a long way. I respect the people in my community. I love trading as best as possible, and I will help anybody get shit that they need when they help me get shit I need, because I believe, in paying it forward. I also believe in helping your fellow, help thy neighbor. I think that's like something in the Bible. I don't know. Alright, I kind of like didn't really pay attention too well in Sunday school, so my bad. Much love, Puerto Rican Face Mendoza out the fucking building. I know you're gonna say, oh god, this is 11 minutes, oh shit. Well, if you don't like it, then stop watching my fucking videos. Thanks for choosing me. Fucking like and subscribe. Puerto Rican Face Mendoza out the fucking building one time. Love everybody who does show love and respect. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace, everybody.